pressure, and winds. The climate and associated weather conditions in India are governed by the following atmospheric conditions: pressure and surface winds, upper air circulation, and western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclones. India lies in the region of northeasterly winds. These winds originate from the subtropical high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. They blow south, get deflected to the right due to the Coriolis force, and move on towards the equatorial low pressure area. Coriolis force is an apparent force caused by the Earth's rotation. Generally, these winds carry very little moisture and they originate and blow over land. Therefore, they bring little or no rain. Hence, India should have been an arid land, but it is not so. Let us see why. The pressure and wind conditions over India are unique. During winter, there is a high pressure area north of the Himalayas. Cold, dry winds blow from this region to the low pressure areas over the oceans to the south. In summer, a low pressure area develops over interior Asia as well as over northwestern India. This causes a complete reversal of the direction of winds during summer. Air moves from the high pressure area over the southern Indian Ocean in a southeasterly direction, crosses the equator, and turns right towards the low pressure areas over the Indian subcontinent. These are known as the southwest monsoon winds. These winds blow over the warm oceans, gather moisture, and bring widespread rainfall over the mainland of India. Jet stream. The upper air circulation in this region is dominated by a westerly flow. An important component of this flow is the jet stream. Their speed varies from about 110 km per hour in summer to about 184 km per hour in winter. The jet streams are located approximately over 27 degrees to 30 degrees north latitude. Therefore, they are known as subtropical westerly jet streams. Over India, these jet streams blow south of the Himalayas all through the year except in summer. The western cyclonic disturbances experienced in the north and northwestern parts of the country are brought in by this westerly flow. In summer, the subtropical westerly jet streams moves north of the Himalayas with the apparent movement of the sun. An easterly jet stream, called the tropical easterly jet stream, blows over peninsular India approximately over 14 degrees north during the summer months. Western cyclonic disturbances. The western cyclonic disturbances are weather phenomena of the winter months brought in by the westerly flow from the Mediterranean region. They usually influence the weather of the north and northwestern regions of India. Tropical cyclones occur during the monsoon as well as in October-November and are part of the easterly flow. These disturbances affect the coastal regions of the country. Have you read or heard about the disasters caused by them on Orissa and Andhra Pradesh coast? The Indian monsoon. The climate of India is strongly influenced by monsoon winds. Sailors who came to India in historic times were one of the first to have noticed the phenomena of the monsoon. They benefited from the reversal of the wind system as they came by sailing ships at the mercy of winds. The Arabs, who had also come to India as traders, named this seasonal reversal of the wind system monsoon. Facts about monsoon. The monsoons are experienced in the tropical area roughly between 20 degrees north and 20 degrees south. To understand the mechanism of the monsoons, the following facts are important. A. The differential heating and cooling of land and water creates low pressure on the landmass of India, while the seas around experience comparatively high pressure. B. The shift of the position of intertropical convergence zone, that is ITCZ in summer over the Ganga plain, that is the equatorial trough normally positioned about 5 degrees north of the equator, also known as the monsoon trough during the monsoon season. C. The presence of the high pressure area east of Madagascar, approximately at 20 degrees south over the Indian Ocean. The intensity and position of this high pressure area affects the Indian monsoon. D. The Tibetan Plateau gets intensely heated during summer, which results in strong vertical air currents and the formation of air pressure over the plateau at about 9 km above sea level. E. The movement of the westerly jet streams to the north of the Himalayas and the presence of the tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula during summer. Intertropical Convergence Zone. The Intertropical Convergence Zone, that is ITCZ, is a broad trough of low pressure in equatorial latitudes. This is where the northeast and the southeast trade winds converge. This convergence zone lies more or less parallel to the equator but moves north or south with the apparent movement of the sun. Southern Oscillation or SO. Apart from this, it has also been noticed that changes in the pressure conditions over the southern oceans also affect the monsoons. Normally, when the tropical eastern South Pacific Ocean experiences high pressure, the tropical eastern Indian Ocean experiences low pressure. But in certain years, there is a reversal in the pressure conditions and the eastern Pacific has lower pressure in comparison to the eastern Indian Ocean. The periodic change in pressure condition is known as the Southern Oscillation or ENSO. ENSO. The difference in pressure over Tahiti, that is Pacific Ocean 18 degrees south, 149 degrees west, and Darwin in North Australia, that is Indian Ocean 12 degrees 30 minutes south, 131 degrees east, is computed to predict the intensity of the monsoons. If the pressure differences are negative, it would mean below average and late monsoons. A feature connected with the ENSO is the El Nino, a warm ocean current that flows past the Peruvian coast in place of the cold Peruvian current every 2 to 5 years. The changes in pressure condition are connected to the El Nino. Hence, the phenomena is referred to as ENSO. That means El Nino Southern Oscillations. El Nino is a Spanish word meaning the child and refers to the baby Christ, and this current starts flowing during Christmas. The onset of the monsoon and withdrawal. The monsoon, unlike the trades, are not steady winds but are pulsating in nature, affected by different atmospheric conditions encountered by it on its way over the warm tropical seas. The duration of the monsoon is between 100 to 120 days from early June to mid-September. Around the time of its arrival, the normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues constantly for several days. This is known as the burst of the monsoon and can be distinguished from the pre-monsoon showers. The monsoon arrives at the southern tip of the Indian peninsula, generally by the first week of June. Subsequently, it divides into two, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch reaches Mumbai about 10 days later on approximately the 10th of June. This is fairly a rapid advance. The Bay of Bengal branch also advances rapidly and arrives in Assam in the first week of June. The lofty mountains causes the monsoon winds to deflect towards the west over the Ganga plains. By mid-June, the Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon arrives over Saurashtra Kutch and the central part of the country. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal branches of the monsoon merge over the northwestern part of the Ganga plain. Delhi generally receives the monsoon showers from the Bay of Bengal branch by the end of June. Tentative date is 29th of June. By the first week of July, Western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, and Eastern Rajasthan experience the monsoon. By mid-July, the monsoon reaches Himachal Pradesh and the rest of the country. Withdrawal or the retreat of the monsoon is more gradual process. The withdrawal of the monsoon begins in the northwestern states of India by early September. By mid-October, it withdraws completely from the northern half of the peninsula. The withdrawal from the southern half of the peninsula is fairly rapid. By early December, the monsoon has withdrawn from the rest of the country. The islands receive the very first monsoon showers progressively from south to north from the first week of April to the first week of May. The withdrawal takes place progressively from north to south from the first week of December to the first week of January. By this time, the rest of the country is already under the influence of the winter monsoons. Seasons. The monsoon type of climate is characterized by a distinct seasonal pattern. The weather conditions greatly change from one season to the other. These changes are particularly noticeable in the interior parts of the country. The coastal areas do not experience much variation in temperature, though there is a variation in rainfall pattern. How many seasons are experienced in your place? 4 main seasons can be identified in India. The cold weather season, the hot weather season, the advancing monsoon, and the retreating monsoon with some regional variations.